Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Wow, I really need to move this one. Today we're going to be doing another festival event. This time it's the Rise of the Riveteers. And this one has a very special emblem. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, you may return target creature with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's only once each turn, so you could actually activate this during your opponent's turn. But the main plot here is it's very specific. It's about sacrifice. Now, normally, if you're going to do this with just the Riveteers, it's really going to be all about the Blitz. Not exactly very easy to control, so we're going to end up doing a Maestros build instead here. So we'll do a quick look on that one. Also, I'm going to change the... Also, might as well change the avatar. Kind of insulting to play a Maestros deck with the killer of the killer of Xander. Let's not be that cruel. Let's be more appropriate. Also, because we are actually not including Lord Xander this time because it's actually a negative fit for the deck. So this is the Maestros, confirm. So first off, why am I not running Lord Xander? Simple answer. Well, one, I don't have a copy, but I could just craft anytime. But more appropriately, Lord Xander dying, even if we sacrifice, we get the benefit, but target opponent sacrifices half the non-land permanents. If they sacrifice a bunch of creatures, they could actually chain it in a way where their net loss is actually very minimal. So this is actually a very bad card to have. So let's not try to enable them. So sorry, Lord Xander, you are going to be benched this time. That said, what do we have for the rest of the deck here? So a bunch of interesting things. First, we're still gonna have DECKLIST. There's no reason not to. We are gonna have Terror Grid to take advantage of the fact our opponent's gonna be sacrificing a lot. So if we could land Terror Grid, it does neuter their plans quite a bit. Also, so that's some Cetra aside here to show that we're also running an exploit package. So Skull Scab, Fell Stinger, Mind Leech Ghoul, Graph Reaver. I probably would replace the Graph Reaver if there was a better option. Stitched Assistant, and Overcharge Amalgam. So we have a bit of a sacrifice team, so we could get a chain going that... Not exact chain, but you get the idea. We have a lot of 1-drops here because we definitely want to get some benefit from it at the very least. Also, we are going to have a bit of a Learn Lesson package, so Eye Twitch, Hunt for Specimens, Dream Strix, Divide by Zero, and Igneous Inspiration. Our sideboard, pretty much the standard ones, Teaching of the Archaics, Necrotic Fumes, Start from Scratch, Sciences, of course. Confront the Past, probably getting an DECKLIST back is pretty decent here. Also have Fable of the Mirror Breaker, making token copies. They will also maintain the mana cost, and you get the sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step, so it does help trigger. We have the usual Skullport Merchant setup, Dockside Chef, Deadly Dispute, the usual stuff here. Pretty much normal. I would note that our board wipe package is a little different. Corpse Explosion, Hostile Takeover, Burn Down the House. I'm running Burn Down the House because it is an easy buyback. Also because we're running Maestro's Ascendancy. This does give us an additional option on how to sacrifice creatures and an additional way to buy back some of our spells. So that's pretty much the main draw here. That said, how are things gonna pan out here? On testing, it looked really promising. Not so sure how it, but we'll see if it pans out for the remaining 3 games, for that matter. Let's see, but we'll see. We'll just play it out and chill. Looks like our opponent might be doing Cabaret. Okay, so first off, we can keep this. Actually, no, we can't. Magma. The thing with these cards is that their mana requirements are very specific. So right now, the only thing we're gonna be doing is DECKLIST at this rate. So not so ideal. We can't even discard Magma Opus with the mana we have right now. I think it's safe to take a mulligan here. Okay, this one is a lot better. We can actually bin the corpse explosion. We can actually bin the corpse explosion for the time being. Mostly because we only have a Mind Leech Ghoul right now. Let's see how this pans out. We definitely go Evolving Wilds first. Get our black mana. So we're definitely playing Den of the Bugbear, but we do have options between the Dockside. Only going for Spirited Companion. Yeah, I don't quite want to nuke it right away. Let's play the Dockside Chef first. If our opponent happens to be playing the enchantments deck, okay, then the Molten Impact is kind of good here. So far it looks like straight green-white. Elite Spellbinder. They could take the Magma Opus so we don't generate treasures from this one. Taking the Mind Leech Ghoul is kind of... They most likely take Molten Impact. They take the Magma Opus. That's functionally discard. That's functionally a discard effect. This does allow us to play Hall of the Storm Giants with very little penalty. We can also consider just bouncing what Hallowed Haunting. Yeah, we can consider bouncing that. This is a cast or ETB. Whenever you cast, so it's a cast effect. So this might be bad for us, but definitely swing first. Now there is no way for us to exploit sack this, then activate this in response pick. So we're not gonna be able to stack, and the most we can do is exile something really nasty from their hand at this rate. No, they get to choose. Well, they chose Storm the Festival, so not too bad. We probably will be saving Otawara to bounce. This is gonna be bad for us in either way. I'm gonna see if they're willing to trade. Nope, they're not trading. So still holding on to Otawara. Equal to the number of spirits you control. I actually don't want to do that. No real reason to yet, at least. We do need a sack outlet for this ghoul now, though. So, which one do they pump? Do they put a +1/+1 count? Yeah, they probably put a +1/+1 counter. So, kind of brutal. So I'm probably not gonna bounce either of these. But not very ideal for us. Yeah, no, we do need to now get a setup for Hall of the Storm Giants soon. Haunting. Yeah, Haunted Ridge kind of does it. But this is not looking very good for us. I can see an argument for Otawara bouncing our own creature. The Dawn Sky, so... Ooh, really brutal. No lands though, so not too bad. We could just bounce one token just to get out of the way. Still looking very bad for us though. Nope, no. Oh, that deals 3 damage, so that takes this guy out. So we have to go Necrotic Fumes. So still in it, but still really bad, all things considered. Kinda got out of the frying pan that way. Opponent. Ooh. Well, Spirit Monk. Maybe. I actually I actually opted not to put a Meat Hook Massacre specifically because I need to buy spells back. But now it's looking like neither is gonna happen. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's a good chance that if our yeah, we're probably just blocking just to activate just to get the Deadly Dispute. We don't get any creatures out of it, but if our opponent has a kill effect on this, I'm going to be even more annoyed. So, yeah, gonna go down to 2. So we are gonna get a few creatures back. Yeah, I could exploit this just to draw a card. Yeah, we'll sack this. Scry 2, draw a card, get back probably the Fireblade Charger. It's tapped, but that's fine. Terragrid a bit too late. Yeah, might not be relevant anymore at this point. Opponent's not exactly playing the same game. So we're gonna just play this. We're not gonna exploit. Well, technically we could exploit. Yeah. Yeah, opponent's just being mean on that one. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one, so we are going to exploit. and we're going to target ourselves. Yeah, we fell way behind there, and our next few draws were not gonna really help us there. So we kept a really slow hand on that one. That was so not ideal. I suspect our opponent had no intention of taking advantage of the taking advantage of the emblem whatsoever. So yeah, it's your prerogative. I feel like it's a really big shame if you don't. So okay, so at least we have a semi better start here. Prismari command buys us some time, Maestro, but we don't exactly have any early creatures, so we might end up doing a lot of pitching here. Dread Fugue. Value 2 or less, so zip. Kinda dodged that bullet there. Opponent might be playing into this. Okay, they're not playing into discard, so that's one thing. Definitely gonna get all our mana in a row. Headless Rider. Okay, expected. Probably just gonna play the Dream Strix. Getting free learns from this guy dying is fine. Also, we do have Immerstrom Predator here also just to give us a sacrifice effect. Power Word Kill. We sack it anyway. Yeah, we don't get anything back from that. We do get to learn something though. I'm tempted to go for Environmental Sciences to ensure our 5th land since we need to burn down the house. We do have a Prismari command for that as well though. Let's play it safe. Igneous Inspiration to wreck our opponent's day. Well, it could wreck our day too, so you know what? We're just gonna play this out. Gain the life back. Get our land set up ready. We know our opponent is planning to go wide with Headless Rider. I actually opted not to put my own Headless Rider in reasons. Opponent is playing it kind of weird though. They haven't landed anything else. So and the treasure token is pretty much there for Deadly Dispute Fodder. They might have a counter spell for this. Oh, they had their own Deadly Dispute, so we still get our token. Not too bad. So let's see what their follow-up is. Okay, no real follow-up. Could they be playing a counterspell style deck? Nope, not with that setup. Let's see if our opponent has more sacrifice effects. I could just play Immerstrom Predator, but without another creature to sack, it's kind of moot. I guess we go for Champion. And will pass. This is a must kill for our opponent, so I would not be surprised to see this guy go. I pretty much put champion here simply as a 1-drop. Also because we do generate quite a few zombies. Now that I think of it, since I'm not actually running Jadar or the other stuff, I might actually cut champion here in favor of a more useful 1-drop. I do have Forsworn Paladin. That's actually more useful. Generating treasures early really helps us here. Opponent kind of deciding if they want to affect the board wipe. No, board wipe. Affect some sort of removal plan. They know we have Ascendancy. They know we have Predator. Falcon Abomination. Okay, sure. So going for the early damage. They probably went on that too early. I might have ended up casting Maestro's Ascendancy though. Grizzly Sigil. So burn down the houses now feels really weak. If our opponent just attacks with okay, holding back the token makes perfect sense. We might just go Igneous Inspiration on our opponent's face, unless they activate something. Okay, they did not activate anything. Corpse Explosion, exile a creature card. That's our other board wipe. It does get rid of Dream Strix, unfortunately. So we're gonna now use this for Mascot Exhibition. We have 7 mana already, so just play the Maestro's Ascendancy. If they go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant, it might incentivize them to start eating my spells instead of my creatures. Patient 0 damage is not removed. We have quite a few cards. Opponent doesn't have that many. I could conceivably... I would just go hold on to Necrotic Fumes. And... yeah, I'll play the Predator now. Probably gets killed right away though. Doesn't get killed right away. Maybe our opponent has some other effect. Nope, they're definitely gonna kill it. Eaten alive, exiles it, sure. Price opponent hasn't. They might start. Oh, they haven't gone for the Hive of the Eye Tyrant quite yet. Now another nice effect, Overcharge Amalgam. Ooh, they did have the counter. Well, not too bad for us. We do, not too bad for us. Sure, they get Headless Rider back. They might activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant now to make sure I don't. To make sure I don't replay Mascot Exhibition. Though I don't have the mana for it quite yet. They are kind of flooding right now. Yeah, they're now gonna activate Hive. Let's see what they decide to eat. Okay, they ate the spell instead. That makes sense. Fading Hope bounces it back. Not the worst thing that could happen. The Hive of the Eye Tyrant is going to be an issue for us. Infernal Grasp. We can end up just block. So they're probably going to eat burn down the house so I don't get it back. Yep. Skull Scab's fine. Yep, not getting anything quite back yet either, but we do get to create a treasure. And this is during each of my turns, so... One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, we're gonna just use this. They are out of cards, so teaching's not gonna do much. We're gonna do expanded anatomy, and we might as well play it now. The opponent might just be chock full of removal, which would be a prop. Wow, they really are chock full of removal. So we're... yeah, so if we don't find an out to the Hive, we're in trouble. Well, that was not the worst spell for them to take out. Yeah, I have to sack anyway. Oh wait, no. What do you mean? It's an additional cost to sack the spell. Ah, sack the that first. Then for Ascendancy, sack this one. Yeah, the Corpse Explosion not looking so great this time. And let's double check. Each turn, so I get to counter this once, get something back. Yeah, countered that. Get back... I say we get back Dream Strix. Unfortunately, these are sorceries, so not super ideal. Although Maestro's Ascendancy does allow us to get another sacrifice effect. Opponent could still activate this again. They do have a treasure token. Yep. It's mostly just for us to get the Dream Strix out. Now having to... okay, took out our other learned card. Do we have any? Yeah, our only instant left is Prismari Command. Opponent could eat that. Hall of the Storm Giants does become an issue. Like, I could sacrifice Cornelia, but what do I get back? Skull Scab, which not so great. So deal 2 damage. So probably go for... Yeah, probably go for Shambling Ghast. Yeah, the ETB tap not so great. Ugh, those are not so great either. I do want that though, so we'll discard this and presumably the Necrotic Fumes. So have to hold back because if they decide to attack with Hall of Storm Giants, we can't bounce it. If they attack with Hive, we can. That buys us a turn. Yeah, Poppet Stitcher. Could be worse. No Planeswalker to destroy as an additional cost. Nice, we'll just hard cast this. Then we can just play Graph Reaver. Okay, we can actually exploit the Dream Strix. That should get us back. No Planeswalker to destroy, that's fine. We are getting back Skull Scab. We could exploit this one so that we're not taking a ton of damage. And let's see, we can learn or we can... No, we're probably not gonna learn. We're just gonna pitch that, get ourselves a Skullport Merchant, which is nice. We have eaten alive, but nothing to eat back alive again. This one. Now this is sacrifice another. Oh, opponent ran. Interesting. Our opponent still had two man creatures they could attack with. I guess what happens is they pretty much are holding back on defense, and I would just start rebuilding cards. So that would explain the early concede there. It is that was an awfully long game though. Let's hope the next few games turn out a lot better for us. Don't exactly want to keep running into these big decks every time. Yeah, I'm starting to think that Champion of the Parish Parish not a very great fit here. Graph Reaver is fine. Not that many good 1-drops to buy back into. But I will keep this because we have all our colors. And I'm definitely playing Stitch Assistant first because we can also play Hunt for Specimens first. Stitch Assistant go for the token is fine too. Molten Impact if we need an early play. But yeah, pretty much if you're going through this, the main parts are don't be careful of effects that allow your opponent to sacrifice. They actually backfire on you. Only wait. And for the record, I'm finishing the entire thing, so there's some, so no need to worry about cross contamination. Also, one other trick you can do while you're waiting. There's usually a little bit of milk that gets stuck in these Tetra Pak containers. This was something I learned from in the days of doing feeding programs for orphanages. You can still, because there's always not enough. You can still get a little more just by cracking this open. I would usually tear it open, but I have scissors here. You can get some more extra. You can get a little extra ml out of this. If you really want to get even more, you can actually just wash this down with a little bit of water, shake it out. But for the most part, even just cutting this one, you still get that little bit of extra. If you really want to get more extra out, I'd open the bottom tabs as well, because they tend to get stuck on the nooks and crannies here. Looks like our opponent might have just had a bad connection, or has otherwise disconnected from the world, so this would be very awkward. Like, please don't waste other people's time. Yeah, so capture log, contact support. We're gonna see if our opponent does come back, but there's a very good chance that they might not. Yeah, they're not coming back. Well, if they're gonna come back, they better hurry a bit. Now, again, it's not for me to decide whether what they're doing is malicious or if something happened in the real world. But the best way but we don't have that record. The one that does have the record is Wizards, so the best way out of it is to just yeah. So the best way is to just send the report. And let Wizards and let Wizards decide if there is pattern of behavior, like have they been doing this a lot, or is it, because if it's just once in a while, it does, that's fine. It's like players are not going to have an emergency that often. If it's a more pressing issue, if it's a consistent issue, probably it's a better. If you're expecting to have to be busy at a certain point, probably a better idea not to play in the first place. So opponent gets to go first. I can do well, actually there are two ways about it. I can go Bloodfell Caves, then Forsaken Crossroads untap, play these two out. I'm definitely keeping this because we have the turn 3 Fellstinger. Opponent leads on the Cursebound Witch. I'm willing to play Shambling Gas because it does block profitably. Yeah, I forgot to put Jadar in. Jadar is a though I also think you probably should not have played the Jadar right then and there. So next turn I can do Stitched Assistant, sacrifice itself, get my Shambling Gas back. Well, Hulk comes in. I can also do it with Fell Stinger. Yeah, opponent needs to decide. Like if they snipe the Dockside Chef, it's quite fine. Now they do have an opportunity to snipe the Stitch Assistant, say. Opponent goes Painful Bond, draw 2 cards. Yeah, and Eaten Alive. Yeah, it's a sacrifice effect, so I'm actually happy for that. Haunted Ridge. I don't think we need that much mana quite yet. In fact, no witch effect for you. So you probably want to do. And opponent concedes. Looks like that was enough to break their sequence. I am starting to notice a lot of faster concedes, but then again, because this is a relatively free event, you just have to play to 5 wins. In fact, depending on the wording, you don't even have to play to 5 wins. But don't take me for that, and I'd rather work for it. Yeah, see these guys? They're working hard. Yeah, work for your wins. So not very satisfying there. We did get a bit of early place, but in the end, maybe we could. Yeah, we'll do one more game. Maybe we could get another one that's not. We could get some wins that are not early quits. Although it's starting to look a bit like a pattern where you. Okay, turn 2 Stitch Assistant. We can Evolving Wilds for black. Yeah, the Maestro's Ascendants. Actually, no, that opponent playing mono red. So, can we survive to 5? That's the question. We don't have to play all. We do have to decide Dragonkin Berserker. So we have Haunted Ridge. This has first strike, so this is mostly just to block Hall Monitor. Or get eaten by Spikefield Hazard, but that's fine. Not the worst that could happen. Probably not going to exploit. Let's force our opponent to actually have the burn. Yeah, they're spending all the burn here. We just need to hold out a little bit. We can do Immerstrom Predator, basically hold out for Terragrid, also fine. We're just basically waiting for our opponent. Yep, they're just using up all the removal. Now, can we hit the 5th mana? Well, we kinda did. Let's see if we can survive long enough. We can block Deadly Dispute. Yeah, makes a dragon token, sure. Gets us the lands we need. But we are kind of now in trouble with the Den of the Bugbear at this point. We can kind of get them. Oh no, they're not. Okay, they're not playing it out right away. So, let's see. Kind of limits what they can sacrifice. Also, so of course we're taking the land. They might have a they might have a kill spell with that shock. That's fine. So we actually want to save the hunt because we don't have enough mana quite yet. So we're saving Sokenzan to buy us a bit of time. Still in trouble with these lands though, but minimizing the amount of damage we take here. Opponent does play it out as a land, so they're planning to attack with Crawling Barrens. Well, not quite yet. So getting Mascot Exhibition. Yeah, that buys us quite a bit of time. Infernos. Oh wow, exact. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I kind of got domed for exact there. We really had no outstar that one, but yeah, that's fine. At least it ended really fast. So yeah, definitely several changes could be made. I do suspect you could add a few more spells. You can also cut out the Maestro's Ascendancy plan and just go for even more creatures. It does make the emblem a lot more consistent. But I kind of wanted to test this out. It's just see how it goes. No, but there is plenty of room to go here. Also, we never did get to go with Obnixilis. That would have been a really nice one. Also, there's a Hidetsugu. We never got to go around with it as well, but for the most part, not too shabby. That's gonna be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Not every video is gonna be on this gonna perform very well compared to how I would do it normally. Like it's always weird. The testing seems a lot more exciting. But hey, sometimes that's how it goes. Yeah, do check the deck list out in the description. Do feel free to make changes. You could go there. I also considered a more artifact style build. But you really want to be sacrificing creatures. That limitation kind of set it up for us. But that said, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.